1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3. You come in, Chris. Shut the door. Everybody get comfortable. Go ahead and take a seat. You can sit right here. Let's move this. Would you guys, like, at face value, like, take me as, like, an athletic person? Like, I strike you as, like, somebody who could jump high and shit and, like, run fast?
Yeah.
Because I am naturally athletic. I used to be a really good athlete, especially in middle school.
Wait, with the bets.
Josie gonna become a concubine after the Russians win the War Z.
Can you not let TTS through? So, in middle school, I was a really good athlete.
Betty, don't touch Josie's plushies. You stink of Jew and look like Letty.
I used to be into basketball. I was like, my big
It
thing
smells
was
like
like,
shit
I was
in here. Oh, that's just
fucking,
that
not a basketball
backpack
star,
and
but
that
I was
ugly
proficient at basketball. And I like put in the work to get good, because naturally I'm not a gifted basketball player, but I did put in the hours to like get my techniques proper, I guess you could say. And this was like, so from maybe 6th grade to 8th grade, I was just mad obsessed with getting good at basketball. I used to think I was going to be in like the NBA and shit. It's like, oh, I'm going to be on the Lakers, or like, I was just a kid shit. But at the same time, I was really into anime. Like, I fucking loved, like, my type of anime was like boy meets girl trapped in a PSP dating sim, and he has to beat the dating sim to like get the girl out of the PSP. I like love that shit. It's my favorite thing ever. And so every day I'd run basketball. I was on a travel ball team. And travel ball is a team that like goes around the county. So it was like basketball by day and then like anime dating sim shows by night for me. There's this kid on my travel ball team, Zach. And everybody's probably known as Zach in their life. He's the type of kid who's just like always saying slights towards you. Like I would fuck up in practice or something and be like, oh, it's because you're a dick. Or I would mess up and then Zach would be saying shit like, yeah, it's because you're retarded. Just like little things like to like break me down and shit. And it was like really fucked. Like he would do that shit a lot to me because I was I don't know if he saw me as a weak link or something, but he would target me. And I kept my I was like cool with everybody on the basketball team, but I was also kind of private. Like I didn't let them know. Definitely didn't let a lot of them know about like the anime shit that I was into. But I did tell two of my teammates who thought I was really close with, because we'd chill a lot after practice and just in school and shit. So, like, the only people on the team that knew I was into anime were, like, these two kids. And Zach fucking found out that I was into anime. And he found out that I was into anime dating sim shows and fucking basically used it as ammunition against me and, like, was, like, waiting to weaponize it. And I remember he dropped it after a game. We were leaving the game. Our parents were walking us back to our cars. And we're like, oh man, we killed it. Like, we did so good. And then Zach's like, just like stopped and he's like, oh yeah, Ben's probably not even going to dribble after the game though, because he's got to go watch anime. And he said that shit in front of all of my teammates. And I was like, oh my fucking god, how do you even know about that? How did you even find out? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why would you even say that? And then everyone's like looking at me and I'm like trying to laugh it off or whatever. And like, my dad could tell I was uncomfortable, so he's like, let's go. Like, we'll just go to the car, like, try and get me out of the situation. And I just like 2 years after that incident, I found out that the kids, like, who I thought were my homies on the basketball team, told Zach that shit about me. Because, like, apparently we had been on, like, an outing, and I'd slighted them over, like, I don't even remember, food or some shit, like a movie ticket. And they were, like, started scheming against me behind my back to Zach, like, Oh yeah, Ben, did you know he fucking likes anime? You know he likes like PSP anime shit? Like what the fuck? I told you that shit in confidence and then they just go and like told that shit to Zach so he could literally bully me. And I'm not even gonna front, that totally just nuked my love for anime. I was like, okay, well, what's the point of even watching anime if they're just gonna call me fag?
They call me back too then, so don't even worry about it.
You and me both, man.
The kids are being.
Yeah.
Maybe they found this deviant art. That's downstairs.
He was horrible. Traumatized.
Well,
They
that,
did that to him.
been like the top.
I can't believe that that's what honestly do better. Okay? Do better.
Do better, America.
This is America.